And it is time for the fake news weather report alarmist style. We're looking at the Northern Hemisphere NASA GOES water vapor animation. What do we got in the Northern Hemisphere? Well, down in the Caribbean, full of hot water and hot, wet air. The Atlantic Ocean, characterized by a giant pile of dry, high pressure. Eastern U.S., got an atmospheric river coming from the Caribbean, headed up toward Iceland. We got another dry, high pressure ridge here holding in the west bank of our atmospheric river. The monsoon season is in full force with anticyclonic rotation. Let's zoom in a little closer and see what's going on. Take a little glimpse at the AccuWeather US Doppler radar animation. There you can see the monsoon. No, don't zoom in. Anyway, there's a monsoon right here. Here's your atmospheric river. Now again, I try not to draw this too much, but pretty much every day we want to just give you some idea of what's going on with your atmospheric river here. So let's draw it on the AccuWeather map this time. So you've got down here in the Caribbean, you got a lot of hot water down here. You got dry air off the coast, the East Coast and the Atlantic there, and you got dry air coming down through the Midwest, creating your atmospheric river, which is depositing itself up north in an atmospheric embankment. All right, enough of that. So our atmospheric river's got rain and some thunderstorms off North Carolina on the entire eastern seaboard. Take a look at some other instruments here. NASA shortwave is going to show us the cloud layer. You can see there's a strong low pressure building over Cuba. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Also, the Gulf has a bit of an exchange process going on. And you can see great anticyclonic rotation here of your monsoon pattern. All right. Let's go to the more zoomed in water vapor. All right, so we had a little technical difficulty there. Splicing it together, it is all good. All right, so here's your atmospheric river being held in place. Once again, see this dry air rolling across the Atlantic. That's what's holding it in from going too far east. And what's keeping it from going too far west is this dry air over here over the Midwest, as you can see. Take a look at what do we have next. Take a look at this close-up. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm going to take a look at the NASA long wave here, because we want to look at this crazy low pressure forming over Cuba. It's looking nuts. Is it associated with voodoo activity from Haiti? We don't think so, because Haiti looks like it's in a similar pattern. Now, let's look again at the atmospheric river. Here we are again on a zoom in of the water vapor map. We can't stress this enough. If you are on a boat in this area, or if you're on land over in this area, over here, right? If you're in any of those very high pressure zones, keep in mind that your freezer may implode because of reverse hail, okay? Reverse hail, it's a known phenomenon. It sucks the ice cubes out of your freezer, and they get pulled up into the atmosphere where they evaporate. Reverse hail, important term, learn it. All right. And let's zoom things back out here to close things out. Back to the NASA GOES Northern Hemisphere water vapor animation. Remember, On your way being frightened about weather, if you're driving, don't drink. And if you drink, well, you won't be as frightened about weather, but don't drive.